Okay, I'm gonna just because I don't know the website to go to, I'm gonna go to OS Boxes. There is a different way of getting the download. It's easier, much easier. If I go to VM Images and I go to VMware Images, go here to the Kali Linux, and then visit their official website, kali.org. There's download here, download Kali Linux. When you scroll through here, you'll find a VMware VM. That's VM as a virtual machine. And the VBox is for Oracle's version of it. The VMware is what I did. This is available on Offensive Security download page. So I go there. The user ID is root, and then they went with the standard root spelled backwards. So Tor for the password. Down here, you'll find a Kali Linux VM 64-bit 7Z. That's one I downloaded. Though if you have 32-bit, you could download this. Now, after I downloaded that, then I used a product called pzip, just because I didn't have anything to extract a 7-zip file. This is probably about the best thing you could put on a flash drive if you're going into computers. pzip portable. So you don't have to have it installed on the machine. You always have it available, no matter where you're at. And when you run that, it's pretty self-explanatory. But you run pzip.exe. You point it to your folder, and it's still in the folder where I extracted it this morning. But you take 7Z, click it, your .7z file, maybe. Let's try it again. There we go. So you got your .7z selected, and you click your extract. It'll extract that folder. Now, after you get that extracted, and I just put it under my C drive, Kali. Then you'll have that folder. And the one you want to click on is this VMware virtual machine configuration file. And that's all there is to it. Comes up, go through, it'll sign on and everything. You put in root if it isn't already there. You type in your password, TOOR. And this is your main interface here. This is a big tool for people doing hacking. It's also a big tool for people trying to understand penetration testing, so forth. Now, up here is applications. There's also show applications down here. This show applications down here might be kind of hard for you to find because there's tons of it in here. But it does break it down into groupings. information, vulnerability. What?
Like steps.
Web apps, database, password, wireless, reversing, exploit, sniffing, post exploit, forensics, reporting, SC tools, services. Just can't remember what SC tools was. So you go into that. You can also choose the applications up here and do information gathering, for example, and it'll break it down here. This might be a little bit easier to navigate up here.
I just found something.
Again, there's various tools here. Some are for wireless, some are Cisco. And here's a vulnerability analysis to help you figure out, what problems you have. And then when you put your mouse over that, see it pops up with the options over here. Web application analysis. If I come down here to the show applications down here, if it's asking you to go to a browser, the main browser that's available on this is Firefox. Not saying you can't install something else, but if I come up here to the search bar and I start typing Firefox, you'll see this Firefox ESR come up. I click that. And you should just be able to go to websites just like you would anything else. Now up here in the upper right-hand corner, if you're not too familiar with Linux, there's the X to close it, and then there's a little dash, and then there's a square here. Little dash minimizes it. And if I click Show Applications here, again, as type to search is useful, because if you don't know where something's at, then you can click that.
I think we both of us have used Linux here before.
The what?
Both of us have used Linux before.
So you don't need any overview of terminal? The what?
I'm good.
You're good? Okay.
And I'm in your Linux class, so.
Yeah, I know you're good. And I think Liam's good.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Okay, then I won't cover that part. Let's take a look at just one application. Now, your final project, we got a total of today and then 4 more classes after this. Final projects are completely due on the 3rd.
Oh, thank God.
April 3rd. But they're due on the 3rd. I won't take anything after that, so don't even try to turn in anything this week. I wouldn't have time to even look at it.
Well, I think we got it because that's when the weekend's my prom.
Oh. Prom.
Yeah. I'm there goes to Derby.
Are you in high school?
No.
Oh, you're going to with somebody that's in high school. Okay. So it's not your prom. It's her prom. Or
Yes.
his. I shouldn't assume anything nowadays, but whatever the case may be. Now there's one class here and there's 4 more classes. So it's going to be 5 parts. And what I want you to do is I want you to document a tool for each one of those parts. Try to choose a tool that's not just one step to it, like ping, unless there's a lot of options with ping. Like you'll find there's just more than just a standard ping in here, guessing. Assuming there's any. That's interesting. Ping indicator. I wonder what that is. Display ping time. Install. I don't want to install it. But if I go here, go to the terminal. If I do a ping cali.edu, for some reason in this room you can't do the normal ping, but you should see it going through and checking to see if the site's up. So that checks for the existence of the site. Control C. 100% packet loss. It's not good. But again, ping wouldn't be what I'm talking about. So each part should be at least 2 pages. Now, I'm not asking you to type 2 pages. I'm talking about doing screenshots.
Oh.
So you do like a brief overview of what the tool is, and then a step-by-step on how to do it. So I want you to say step 1, click here. Step 2, click here. Step 3, click here. And then at the end, summarize what in the world this was even doing.
Basically, we're using tutorials.
You're going to create me a tutorial. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to print it off and I'm going to walk through it. If I can walk through it, step 1, type this. Step 2, type this. And if your summary is reasonably, reasonable, the Wireshark is, what is Wireshark? Do you remember? Annoying. See, I wouldn't give many points on the final project. Wireshark allows you to examine packets. That's its main purpose. Now I'm going to show you Wireshark just to show you an example. If you don't know how to do screenshots, if you're doing virtual machine here in Windows 10, if you hold down your Windows, hold down your Shift, and you do S, maybe. Let me click outside of that to get focus off of that. Go away. There. Control Shift S. There it goes. Then you left mouse click and drag like that. Then you just copy that to your clipboard. There's also a clipping tool, but that's a real easy way to capture screenshots. Okay, so let's take a look at Wireshark. Most of the time in the remaining classes, you'll have available to do these in class. So if you can't get Kali Linux installed at home, that's not an excuse for not having the final project done, because you have plenty of time to do it during class. So if you take off early and 2 weeks from now you don't got it done, I don't care. I won't even talk to you about it. It'll be recorded as a 0.
So how many these tutorials do we have to do?
5 total.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not horrible. And don't think that these are utilities where it'll take you a month to learn it. Some of these are real simple. Okay, so I'm going to go to my show applications. I'm going to go type the search here, and I have no clue where Wireshark is. If I had to guess, it's probably in the sniffing tools. But here's Wireshark. That's a nice part here. Just start typing it and finds it. Lots of tutorials out there on different ones, but oftentimes they're different versions, which is frustrating. Now with this tool here, what you do is you got your interfaces, and you choose the interface. So let's say I want to choose this first one here. I just double click it. That would be step 1. Double click your interface. You take a screenshot of that first one, and then you say double click your interface. Now at this point, it's currently capturing. So step 2 would be to stop your capture. So I come up here to capture and click stop. So you tell me where to go click. Just don't say stop capture. That won't tell me anything, because it should be something I can walk through and do the steps. So to capture stop. And it's been going through and capturing packets that's been going across. Although, let me start again. Okay, do a capture, and I'm going to click start. I'll continue without saving because I don't want to save my previous capture. And I'm going to go to, and weird as it seems, you can do Alt-Tab, which is the same as Windows, to come over here, and I'll go someplace. So I'll go to Admissions. I'll come back over here and do my capture, stop. Now at this point, you have a different package you captured, but you can apply a display filter. For example, if you want to just filter down to the HTTP, you can type that in and press enter. Well, do I not have any HTTP? Let's see, protocol. Yeah, I can click the protocol here and sort by it. That's interesting. Well, let me search by DNS. And it will just show you the DNS. I don't know why I didn't have any HTTP. Now, once you click one of these, then it shows you your information down here. Source port. See, my tutorial might be telling me how to identify the destination or the source or something to that regard. You can right-click on these and choose Follow and choose the stream. And then this will show you the entire conversation. Or you can choose these pieces. And you see here it says udp.stream EQ13. I'm going to do that again and see why it didn't capture anything. So to capture, start, continue without saving. Let me stop that and get rid of that filter. Now do capture, start. Again, continue without saving. And Math Heals. That's interesting. I mean, I broke mine. Let me exit out. Go back into Wireshark. Okay. I'm going to choose any. There, it's capturing something. Okay, so let me go to my website now. Math lectures, elementary statistics. Okay, I see HTTP now. So stop that. Again, with this HTTP, you can right-click on it and choose Follow, and choose your HTTP stream or TCP stream. And this shows you all the communication that's been was occurring with this particular HTTP. You can also filter it up here. HTTP. Leave. There it goes. Filters it down. I think there's even a way you can do a host, but I probably don't remember how to do that. No, it's dot, if I remember right. I don't remember it. You don't have to break it down by host. So again, I would go through how to use the interface and just talk a little bit about what this is showing me. Questions on that? No? Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording, and you have the rest of the time to work on that. And if you want me to put Kali Linux on that?
I should be able to do it on my computer.
Okay.
What you want?
My desktop.
Okay. We already got one of these in there.
No.
That's a form of Linux.